This is how I even made 50k per month dropshipping products from China. For those who don't really know me, my name is Rayston. I'm a 17-year-old from Singapore. I've been making consistent 35k months running up multiple dropshipping stores. I've been doing this for around 2 years now, and I've been able to accomplish what some would call the end goal. In this video, I'm going to show you guys and give you some clarity in this crazy online space where there is endless options to make money and just actually how you're going to be changing your life like I did. Nothing will upset me more than giving you a way out just for you to be in the same position, clinging on to the same problem. In the last 3 years, I've been able to drop out of school, financially support my parents, and have the ability to make passive income from wherever and whenever I want. 6 figures in profit in just the last 6 months. I've been able to buy anything I want in restaurants because me making all this money, the penthouses, the jewelry, the designer, it doesn't really matter. Or the best thing about having money is being able to go to a restaurant and buying whatever you want to eat without having to worry about the price. Because when I was broke, I would be stressing or not whether I could afford this food, could I afford the lobster, could I afford the steak. But now that I got money, this is one of the best things about having financial freedom. My biggest achievement is giving both my parents 10k. This is me right there. This is my parents. Of course, gonna blur them out. I grew up in Singapore, and if you live in Singapore, you know that making money online is physically impossible. The future is already carved out for you guys. It's either we go to school, get a degree, work till you're 60, and retire, living an average and repetitive life. The environment in Singapore is very, very toxic, and people hate when they see somebody doing better than them. People want you to do good, but not better than them. I experienced this firsthand with my first ever TikTok account I started. I would post thirst traps, and everybody would hate. This taught me that no matter what you do, someone will always have something to say. So just do what you want to do. That's where I decided to focus on building something. I always thought myself, how can I make money online? Because I hated school. I despised school so much. There has to be more than this. And if you look at this screenshot right here, I had $7 in my bank account. My entrepreneurial journey started when I first started reselling speakers. I started reselling everything. I was honestly selling anything I could get my hands on, right? I was selling them on eBay, local meetups, stuff like that. I made a couple $1,000s and I ended up saving some of it. But after a while, it was so much work to do. I will wake up, I have to do meetups, I have to do shipping, I have to go to the post office. That was not worth it. I knew that there was more to this. So I started researching on how, and I found out about dropshipping. So I started organically dropshipping first, right? I would test products like necklaces and slippers. And as you can see, it was harder than I expected, man. I got no results and I ended up quitting in 2 months. As you can see, this is one of my profile that I ran, and just my sales were ridiculous when it was bad. So in the back of my head, I always knew that this could work, and I didn't want to give up, and I gave it one more shot. So I tried paid ads instead of organic, and I bought a course for $3,000. The money I saved from reselling, and I ended up getting scammed. I ended up getting scammed by this guy right here. I got my first sale. He taught me what dropshipping really was. He just kind of left me in the dirt. He didn't follow up. He just ghosted me. I tried doing things on my own, but it wasn't working too well. I started reselling again. So I started reselling again. I got some more money, and that's where everything changed, where I met my mentor, Ed. So Ed, if you don't really know, he's the owner of Rippy Club. He had a Discord for $50 a month, and I would pay him for one-on-one calls. He would charge me $1,000 an hour. I started to realize that information is very, very important. Knowledge is power. I was willing to pay $1,000 for 5 times, right? I paid a total of $5,000 for 5 calls, an hour each. And I started to realize that paid ads are very, very powerful. This is one of my first successful stores. As you can see, 2.1k in one day, and that's where everything changed, right? I mean, my first 2k day right here after fielding 19 products. If you can look right here on this, these are all the products that I tested. Everything failed, man. Everything failed, but I did not give up. I became addicted. I would literally be in the mall and I'll be thinking like, oh, that's a good product. When I'm walking into like shopping malls, I will see products that I'm like, hey, I can dropship this. Like, hey, look, I can dropship that. Stuff like that. That's what the dropshipping mindset really is. And that's where everything started to change. My whole life revolved around dropshipping. My reason was big. I wanted this shit so fucking bad. And this is one of my best achievements, 5.96k, basically 6k in one single day. And it wasn't long until those 2k months quickly turned into 5k. And then it got ridiculous, guys. This is one of my payouts. As you can see, 8k, 4k, 2k, $45, don't mind about that, but 3k, 4k. This is one of my good achievements, man. And those 4 figures turned into 5, and everything changed, man. I kept scaling. I kept implementing all the strategies, because dropshipping, it's all about having the correct strategies and having the correct information. 50k in 1 week, as you can see right here. It was one of the craziest feelings, to be honest. I can't even lie. And it made me realize one thing. Making money online is very, very possible, guys. It's very, very possible, and there is more to life than a 9 to 5 paycheck to paycheck. I'm able to take trips whenever I want. I'm able to rent penthouses whenever I want. I even met Luke Belmore, guys, growing my network and masterminding at the highest level, because when you reach a certain amount and when you reach a certain level, your network increases. You get more opportunities. And as we all know, your network is your net worth. So you gotta start surrounding yourself with the right people. I decided to start teaching other people because I thought to myself, how can I make more money? By teaching other people. If you go on my Instagram highlights and you go to one-on-one clients, I have a full video testimonial on Akon. He gave me a video testimonial. God bless him. And after achieving a lot of these things, I've always wanted to do something. I just honestly felt so blessed, guys, that I was able to be in the position at 17 and I'm able to support my parents and friends who were there for me when I had nothing. The average pay for a food delivery driver in Singapore is $15 an hour. So let's break it down. Most of us work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's $600 a week and 2.4k a month. But here's the problem. Time is the only resource that you can't get back. So no matter how hard you work, you can't make more of it. And the reason why you're still worried about your financial situation is because you're trading time for money. Trading time for money never gets you anywhere because time is limited. If you're selling time for money, then your income is clearly going to be limited. It is scientifically proven that 74% of the richest people in the world are all entrepreneurs. And I hear a lot of people saying, oh, but I don't want to take the risk because what if I lose money? Bro, the biggest risk you could ever take is to not take any fucking risk, bro. You guys gotta keep in mind that there are no such things as risk. There are only lessons, and we learn from these lessons. And if you don't sacrifice what you have for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice. Alright guys, I want to talk about something real quick about the state of Singapore. In 2022, there was a study by the Singaporean Institute of Mental Health that nearly 1 out of 3 Singaporeans reported feeling trapped in their jobs. 62% expressing regret over not pursuing their passions or dreams. I want you guys to just think about it, okay? Whoever watching this video that's in Singapore right now, do you feel like you experienced this? Do you feel like you're working a job right now and you just feel trapped in your job? You don't want to work that job. You have a passion and you want to do something else rather than just working a 9 to 5. I want you just imagine this, okay? Imagine that more than half of your friends, family, or colleagues may be silently struggling with the weight of unfulfilled aspirations. Just think about that for a moment, guys. How many of you feel that the weight of unfulfilled dreams are pressing down on you? How many of you guys feel like you have this dream, you have this goal, you have this passion that you want to chase, but you just don't know how? Are you waking up each day excited about what lies ahead, or are you just dragging yourself through another day feeling stuck? So what will it mean for you to break free from that feeling? I'm gonna talk more about this in a second. So guys, I want to know how many of you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by no matter how hard you work? Do you feel like no matter how much you earn, the rising cost of living is always one step ahead and your job just isn't enough to keep up? Do you ever think about what it would be like to break free from that 9 to 5? How many of you want to retire your parents but you feel stuck? What if you believe that you could design your own future, one where your time and freedom are in your hands? Guys, making money, being like financially stable, is not about the money. It's about the freedom. It's the fact that you're able to make money wherever and wherever, okay? It doesn't matter if you're at home, you're on a vacation, you're in the office, you're at work, you're even outside, you're having lunch. It does not matter, right? You're able to make money wherever and wherever you're at. That is the real reason and that is the real meaning behind financial freedom. So guys, I want you to think about this. What if instead of asking how can I afford this, you started asking how can I create new income streams that will make it possible? Let's say you guys want to buy a new handbag, okay? You guys want to buy some new jewelry, a new watch, a Rolex, something like that, just expensive, and you think about it, how can I afford this? That is the wrong mentality. Your mentality should be, okay, what can I do for me to be able to afford this? What can I learn? What can I create? What can I start to produce? All these stuff that come in place, that is what makes a good mentality, guys. Mentality is very, very important when it comes to entrepreneurship. What if you had the ability to build something that allows you to not only support yourself, but to give back to those who raised you, your parents, your siblings, your aunts, your cousins, stuff like this? What if instead of accepting it, you started creating your own path, one that lights you up and leads to the life you truly want? As we explore this journey together today, me and you, I want you to reflect on your own dreams, okay? What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve, guys? We're on this earth for maybe 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, however long it will be. We have only one thing we have to fulfill fulfilled on this earth as human beings. We have to be able to achieve our goals. We have to achieve our dreams. We have to achieve our passions. Are you living the life you envision, or are you too feeling the weight? Let's dive deep into how we can break free from these limitations together. What you learn in this bootcamp isn't about making money. It's about building a skill set that will allow you to create financial freedom step by step. You will, and I guarantee, you will walk away from this bootcamp ready to take action. It does not matter if you've never sold a single thing in your life, because I will be guiding you step by step, right guys? So the last thing I want you to do is me giving you all these tools to change your life, only for you to remain stuck in the same spot months down the road. You owe it to yourself to push past the hesitation today and take the first step towards real change. Watching you still cling onto your doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs when there's a clear path to success right in front of you. So guys, in this video, I just want to clarify my story, just basically shape your mindset for the rest of the bootcamp. So make sure to watch the next video on the bootcamp regarding taking action and about mindset. If you implement everything that I'm going to be teaching you in this bootcamp, you will go from 0 to 10k in profit in the next 90 days. I'm so confident because I've done the exact same thing that I'm going to be teaching you in this bootcamp, exactly step by step. Follow the bootcamp, watch throughout everything, and you will be 100% benefited from this. So without further ado, enjoy.